What is up, guys? I hope you're all doing good. It's been a while, haven't been streaming a whole lot, been busy with other stuff, but we're here. Not feeling too good though. I'm a little under the weather right now, so definitely not running at full steam. But we're playing in our tournament, we'll be going through all those games. Probably not going to stick around much longer after that, but it'll at least be a pretty good time, I think. So we're just kind of kicking the tires until it actually kicks off. Till then, I'll just be chilling here. Just type this out and leave it here for everybody, so we kind of know I'm not feeling supremely high energy. Oh, so I haven't been playing in tournaments really at all. I've been doing a few monthly tournament events. It's been about the extent of it. I've had some pretty uneven success in those, but they haven't been single faction tournaments. They've been matrix tourneys, and I've had some pretty rough matchups there. Hopefully, we get some better situated games, and I can apply some good strategies to the matchups I get. Someone need to sign into Total Tavern so I can actually run this. It's a decently sized tournament. 21 people is a good number of signups, especially considering we're still about a week, a little bit more than a week away from the new DLC, which I think is going to give a lot of life back to the game. It all looks really good. I'm going to be playing a lot of Norska and Beastman, of course. I'm going to be trying out the Beastman Air Force, which looks like it's going to be really incredible, honestly. Beastmen are going to be getting a ton of flyers that are actually pretty decent. Because Beastmen don't really have that right now. You know, I mean, you've got Harpies, Manicore, Cockatrice, and that's the limit on what you've got in the air other than Malagor. It's the only other flyer that you've got. Not to say any of those are, like, bad, necessarily, but they definitely aren't very high up on the power scale. Manicores are just, like, cheap terror, really. They're okay in combat. Kind of the same deal with Cockatrice, it just also gets a goofy little snare. A little bit more resistant to missile fire. It's kind of weird. I mean, the Cockatrice having an extra 10%, but I guess it makes sense considering it's like Lauren's status, but you know, none of these are very amazing. The Pratons and the Chimeras, though, look absolutely gnarly. Some really cool abilities, great stats, especially on the ROR Chimera, from what I was remembering. I think Chimera paired up with Malagor is going to be a real nightmare for a lot of factions to control. I think Pratons will also have a time and place, because I believe they've got like 100+ speed in the air, which is going to be great for shutting down like any gyrocopter shenanigans Dowie might throw out, or against demonic factions, particularly against Slaanesh. Slaanesh is a pretty tough Beastman matchup, because they can snipe your lords pretty easy. Being able to duel Slaanesh, especially Azazel up in the sky, might kind of flip that around. It's going to be interesting to see how Beastmen end up shaking out at the end of the day. Norse is also going to be fun because they're going to get a bunch of cool single entities. Dreadmaw looks fun, and the Ettins, especially the Rune Caller, is going to be pretty enjoyable. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting strategies to go for with the Vanguard deployment giant knockoffs. So I can't wait to innovate on that because I love Vanguard heavy armies. It's one of the reasons why I play the Beastmen so much. So Norska having access to like big centerpiece units that are going to be able to deploy like right up in their opponent's face or just off on the flanks of a battle, and then kind of collapse from the sides, make it hard for your opponent to kind of center on your army is going to be really fun. It's going to throw people for a loop, I think. I don't think they're going to be broken or anything, though. They're still really slow, and they've got very low armor from what I remember seeing. So, I think the Ettins will be fairly manageable. Just going to be a really fun unit more than anything. Alright, we'll be getting our first match in a minute, and then we can just have it fully underway. I need to check what maps we're on. Also need to move this out. Oh, we're doing map bans. Oh. It's an easy map ban for me. No putrefying carcass. At least preferably. We're not even on Beastmen. We're on Khorne. We're just talking about Beastmen because of the DLC stuff. Slaanesh is going to be crazy broken again. Nobody is disputing that. I certainly am not. I call it like I see it. I'd love to actually play this faction, but the power curve on so many of these units, man, so wicked. I just don't know. As a bit of they're a bit of a non-starter faction for me personally. I just do too many things well. Playing Khorne and Beastmen, two pretty strong factions, you know, obviously have quite a few advantages, but definitely some notable drawbacks. That just makes the game a lot more enjoyable for me. It's not like Slaanesh is just like pure cheese and guaranteed wins or something, but it certainly is a little bit more doable with them than any other faction in the game. Outside of maybe Vampire Counts and Domination Mode, who are pretty intense. You know, cast, yeah, tomorrow? It's not happening tomorrow, it's on Saturday. Unless there's another one that's been set up. Yeah, no, there's the one on Saturday. I'll be there for that for sure. There's no other tournaments until then, as far as I can tell. We got another monthly tournament, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for that. Yeah, brother, I'll be there. Oh, who the hell is this? Oh. Crafty found me. Is he on Ogre Kingdoms? It's gonna be pretty tough. I am not very well practiced against the Ogre Kingdoms. They are always kind of a nightmare to face down as Khorne. They're not an impossible matchup, but they've definitely got some serious teeth to them that can make things pretty difficult for maneuvering around them and handling their pressure. So what have we got going on for the bracket? Who's banning maps first? Oh, I'm banning maps. Okay. Do I ban Putrefying Carcass then? God, I have to, right? Yeah, ban... See, I'm banning Carcass out of the 3 maps that we've got because that's just going to be impossible to touch the Ogre Kingdoms on. There's some shot blockers and such, but it's not going to do me a whole lot of good. I'd much rather go Oil Fields or Imperial Ambush, which are really open maps, but they're big, so you can at least flank around and get an advantage against the Ogre Kingdoms by stretching their forces out. Because the Ogre Kingdoms get to a break point where you've got their Noblars and their Ogre Bulls pulled apart where you can actually get on them. Hattie said he will host one Friday, 4 Eastern Time. If, I mean, we'll see how many people sign up. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Like I said, I'm feeling kind of cruddy today, so... if I'm feeling worse tomorrow, I definitely wouldn't be around for that. Alright, we're going to be playing Ambush here. At the very least, what I would be interested in is getting replays from people. Because though, if people just send me their replays, what the hell is Imperial Ambush? There it is. Where the hell was I? Oh my god, dude. I'm all kinds of out of sorts right now. Oh, if people send me replays, I can always cast those at a later date. I'd be interested to get those from people if there is a new player tournament tomorrow. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I need to be doing against the Ogre Kingdoms here. Definitely need a few of these guys. Could open with a few more in reserve. These guys. I think we'll go for a girl here. We'll get our cultists in. These guys really do a pretty good job of messing with the Ogre Kingdom's momentum. They can struggle pretty badly with them running around on the field, just picking away at the edges of the formation. 2 fleshies for early pressure. 2 of these guys. You know what? We'll get another Forsaken. Got good reinforcements. I don't think we need any more of these guys. This might be a bit of a mistake, honestly. Alright, let's run this.
Slaughter personified!
We'll get these guys into their own little unit. We've got the horsemen here. We're gonna try and grab that objective quick. I think we'll leave 1 Korngor off to the side here to go for that objective quickly. So we can do from there. And the Forsaken are gonna be pretty nice because at least they don't get terror outed. Something I am a little bit worried about here. I think I'll just leave the cultists in the middle of the formation here. Alright, Kane's ready too. So we'll just kick this off. Get this guy over here, over here. Cultists can kind of steam up to the middle there. It's a 16 unit ogre army. Presumably it's all in the forests right now, unless it's like 1,000,000 gorgers and Noblard trappers somehow. Don't think that's the case though. Try and get some Minotaurs out. Yeah, there's the Pigback Riders. Just like a horde of those guys, of course. Very unsurprising.
Keep it from the foe.
Don't know if I need to go poke those guys early here or not.
Valkia the Bloody! Make it grow!
Course, unbridled rage! As commander!
Okay, so ogres are just going to be posting up on the hill here, which is, you know, kind of what they do. A Slaughtermaster with Heaven's Magic. He's got Chain Lightning, which is kind of crazy.
Maneuvering.
They're going to try and push me here. We're going to just back up a little bit. So we don't want to just have our guys get absolutely hammered here unnecessarily. Just try and pull the lead belchers forward. See, my opponent is chasing pretty deep with them right now. We can send the cultists in early. So they are a pretty annoying unit for the ogres. Ogres have a pretty tough time handling the double cultist on foot. They actually are kind of a dangerous threat. So we got Man-Eater pistols on the way in. And a few other tools. Just get the cultists up into the fight here. Let's get these guys back again. Because you can see these lead belchers posting up, and they really want to shoot my guys. Like to avoid that as much as possible. So I'm gonna get in over here.
Brothers in bloodletting.
Master, behold! Fuck on!
Here's some more shots, and they're just doing a whole bunch of damage to us.
For the Skull Throne. The Wolf Father's verdict.
Start moving in a little bit. Get a Fleshhound in. We've got the cultists grinding, doing damage.
Oh, Queen!
Valkia does get trapped on the ground a bit here. I'm gonna get 2 Furies up now. And get them moving in over the top.
Sate my bloodlust!
Corngors need to get up and around. Marauders need to get into the fights here against stinky little guys. 1 Corngor, basically dead. And get our horsemen like all the way around the flank here. So what we need to do is get these,
Execute!
you get all these lead belchers shut down, which I think we're going to be able to do here. If we just keep maneuvering around the flanks, get all of our Furies engaged soon.
Follow the blood.
There's actually Saber Tusk Pack coming from the other side here.
Axfather's Marauders.
Alright, so we get a pretty nice engagement here. Let's get the hell away from these guys. Keep grinding here. Valkia's gonna pop this here.
Ritual of blood.
We've got Bloodletter summons that we're gonna just throw out and just wreak havoc with.
Blood.
Get this Fury up in the sky, get it collapsing on this Lead Belcher unit. We've got that one shut down. Got Furies all over the Man-Eater Ogre Pistols, and we're gonna start getting more Corngors in.
A sacrifice.
We get our Minotaurs screaming through too. Alright, I actually think we've got this pretty well in hand. We've got a massive, just cluster of a fight here. I think this is going to favor us in the long run. We've got a bit of a value lead.
Valkia the bloody!
Just need to kill the, really need to kill these pistols here. I mean, the thing is that we've killed almost all of the range here. Lead Belchers are done and gone for the most part. There's 1 Lead Belcher over here that we need to kill, so... Some rallying units over there that can actually chase them. Secure our back point. We've got a bunch of shattered stuff here. Get these guys. Valkyrie can get up in the air. Let's fly over the top here and get these guys. And the Ogre Bulls are getting smashed by those Minotaurs. Where's the other, oh, there's the other Corngor. It's already gotten up here, man. I love how fast they are. It's definitely the #1 nice thing about Corngors. Just having quick units that can very easily lock down your opponents. Kind of annoying units. Keep the Minotaurs fighting here. Get those Furies landing. We're going to save up for a Minotaur or a Blood Beast now. Because we got the infantry presence on the ground again. These Corngors, there's plenty of them. We're going to grab this objective too.
It is done.
Let's get this up in the air. Let's get Valkia out of here because it is a bunch of Ogre Bulls on the way in.
No!
They can't beat up on her. We do have some tools here that can help her out though. The Corngors are going to be nice. The Fury is doing just enough to allow her to squeak out of here, I think. Come on, girl, get up in the air. What are you stuck on? Alright, she escapes. We've got a Lead Belcher here that we need to finish. Let's rally back to this point. Might actually just cede this side of the field for the time
Slaughter
being.
personified.
Just have his Minotaurs charging in over there. I'm just gonna pull back. I mean, the Ogre Kingdoms are on all kinds of disarray right now. Do have some lead belchers around. Need to put some pressure on those. To that end, I think the Fleshhound is going to be really nice, and we're just going to keep holding over here. So my opponent's going to take a little bit of time to grab this point. It's not going to be free and easy. Those lead belchers are just so freaking painful, dude.
For the kill.
Oh, they hurt so bad. Just get all these guys fighting. I'm going to keep maneuvering around the back. These are just basic old Noblars, which I'm not too fussed about. Valky's got one lead belcher here shut down. The other one is just teeing off on my poor guys on the ground there. Oh, one thing, great weapons on the way in, so...
To the slaughter.
Valkia needs to just pop a demon shield.
Glorious slaughter.
I don't know what I can summon in here. Oh, we did, we actually lost the Marauders out over here. They got jumped on. Ended up going down, which is definitely not good. Luckily, the Minos and the Cultists are still fighting for the time being.
Taking action.
Leadership ain't too good.
Give me glory.
Just need to clean up these bodies over here because I don't want them just continuing to pummel me. These guys all going in. Let's get some dudes on this side. Let's keep holding on this point. Forsaken and such are gonna go beat these guys up. A bunch of units routing down here now. Minos ended up not being all that good. Just a bit of a shame.
Yes. Sage my bloodline.
See if we can kill this lead belcher. I thought I routed all of the lead belchers, but now they're rallying and they're causing me some pains. And these gores though are just barely hanging on to this point. We've actually ground down a lot of the units here.
Certain death.
A lot of bodies on the way in. My own bodies and units. Just rallying. We did lose this point. That's painful.
Rage guides me.
Valkia is just gonna stand here and fight. I think we can actually ninja this objective back over here.
The enemy has captured one of your victory points. Take it back.
Dude, there's so many bodies on the way in. Oh, but I think we got this one over here. That's huge, dude. So huge, being able to grab this point. Valkyrie and this cultist are just gonna hold this up. Let's try and delay on this side. Don't have any more corn gores. We grab the point. I think we need this Fleshhound over here, though, actually. Look at all these guys breaking now. See if we can get Valkia out of here. I'm gonna send the Minotaur over to try and peel for her. I think we saved that point. Barely holding on to this one over here, though. I think we're gonna win on objectives, but by a bare-ass margin, man.
God shows the way.
Sacrifice them!
And we've got all these guys getting munched on over here. Just gonna throw my horsemen up over here to try and ensure that the hold stays strong here.
I knew it. Unending glory is
Goodness.
yours.
Okay, Cultist did great. Valkia was alright. Corngors didn't do a whole lot. The Forsaken were actually really strong. Fury's okay. Minotaur's okay. Fleshhound's not that good. It was just a matter of getting all those lead belchers offline. It was 3 of them. Which is a lot to handle. It's a lot. Being able to shut all those down clutched us that game for sure. It's awesome to hear Melkor. They're really fun. Always goat faction. Okay. Is the next round up yet? Probably not. Our game did go for quite a while, though. It's definitely not short. It's a good first win, considering it's ogres. Ogres are a pretty nightmarish faction at times. They can really mess you up, man. And they almost had the comeback in full swing there at the end. don't know who our next opponent's going to be, but, you know, it could be any of the people with a first round win. The factions that I wouldn't want to play, I don't really want to play the Mirror right now, as fun as it is. Beastman would be pretty tough, but I think would be manageable. I don't know who Cowboy Bob is playing. He plays a lot of Demons of Chaos, and that would be very unfun right now. Definitely be struggling against them. They're a really tough matchup for Khorne. I got another Nurgle player in the tournament. 2 of them, actually. You know, Nurgle's a pretty easy matchup for Khorne, but they've definitely got some, tools that they can utilize. Somebody as good as Broccoli would be a really tough matchup. She's very well practiced. Very well practiced in the Khorne versus Nurgle matchup. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so freaking tired. Feeling sick. I know I'm probably not the most energetic streamer right now. Yeah, I'll play some more tourneys. Absolutely. This is the first one I've played in a while, other than the monthlies that I'm in. I honestly forgot that it's Thanksgiving today. Cause my family is all on the other side of the country, so I'm not seeing them this time around. We're doing like a big Christmas trip. Uh, so I'm a little bit caught off guard. I forgot that it was a whole holiday today. That's awesome, dude. Good luck beating Pizu. He's really, really good at playing the kite and missile heavy factions, but I know you are, you know, always gaming out the Empire. Empire has pretty good matchups against most shooting factions. Empire, at the very least, can stay like consistent across most of their matchups. Barring like the really crazy strong ones like Wood Elves, who I know can give the Empire some problems. Which is kind of funny because usually the Wood Elves against heavy cavalry factions struggle a bit, but as far as I remember, they've got a pretty good one against Empire. Oh, it's pretty even actually. What else got a lot of good matchups, dude? Crazy business. Dowie being the worst one is not super surprising, to be honest. That's what the Wood Elves win rate looks like. Just barely losing to the High Elves, which makes sense. High Elves have a lot of good magic and counter shooting. but are pretty expensive and can definitely run out of steam. Lots of stuff to snipe here for Wood Elves too. Yeah, Kislev's pretty tough. Coast is a little surprising. I really wouldn't have thought that Vampire Coast of all factions would be giving Wood Elves trouble. Tzeentch isn't that shocking, and like I said, Dowie, just Silver Shields galore. Rangers out the wazoo. Bugman's Rangers also really good here because of their little heal. Yeah, as you can see, Empire's actually pretty even. I don't know if that's been the case in the past, though. Yeah, you can see, oh my god, this last season, Wood Elves are just dunking on the Empire. This is around the time that I was kind of tapering off on playing a whole lot, so it's a little bit surprising to see how some of these matchups have, like, kind of evened out. Because a lot of them are about where, you know, I'm familiar with the win rate sitting at. Like, Beastmen struggling into, like, Greenskins, Chaos Dwarves, like, really elite or really wide builds can give them some problems. But Empire's a little surprising. Bretonnia not so. Slaanesh and Counts not surprising either, but surprised to see Beastmen beating Kislev so badly right now, because last season that wasn't the case. It's always interesting seeing who is and isn't winning, because the win rates change so much just based on like what players might be up against each other. Because it's not always about the faction matchups. Sometimes it's just the play styles between individuals that can really change the outcomes of otherwise favorable matchups. Because there are definitely other players that I struggle into. Alright, round 2 is up, so we're going to get settled in here. I'm on the bottom of the bracket this time, so get to actually pick the map out of whatever 2 remaining maps there are. Whatever the hell those are. Proving Grounds... Vineyards. Vineyards? What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this map. I'm gonna bring it all back over. We can take a little peeky at it ourselves. Oh, this is, it's this new map. Okay. Who's our opponent on? Oh, Vampire. Is that Counts or Coast, though? Nobody is consistent with the abbreviations. Okay, so we're playing Counts, so we don't need to worry about terrain, really. Do need to worry about is just absolutely bananas amounts of cap weight that our opponent might pour out onto the field. Because that will definitely be a damper on my good time. It's gonna be pain. I don't know about that. I mean, Counts are not like super weak to Khorne. It's not a great matchup. We're just banning Proving Grounds out because we don't really want to go into a map that gives any tree cover to sit in. Not really, at least. Like, Minotaurs can benefit from it. I'm not really a huge fan, though, of fighting vampire counts in forests, because they just bog you down like crazy as is. Any chance that your units might be a little bit less effective against them in those trees, usually really ugly. I really prefer to avoid that. No, we want to go for a Lord, though. I think we will go for our boy here. It's kind of hard to pass him up. I'm gonna keep him with as many of his buffs as possible. He's just such an ass on his bike with all of the abilities. Like, being able to throw these out when and where you want is pretty sick. We'll get our throwing axes going early. We'll start with 2. We've got the Chosen. Do I want to bring some other goodies for the early game? What's a Chaos Knight gonna do? I don't think that's a very good idea, to be honest. Marauders are kind of squishy. Brutes of the Hound might be kind of fun to play around with here. At the very least, they do good damage. Maybe I will get a few Marauders and just see how they do. Minos on the back end, because they have ITP because of Blood Greed. Break a lot less than Blood Beasts in this matchup. Although Blood Beasts can be really amazing. Forsaken are an excellent reserve here. Furies, really strong. We go triple Fury? No, probably not. Actually, just double. I don't know what else we go with. Maybe a Blood Beast? Fleshhound. Cut this guy and grab something a little bit stronger? Don't really know what... Ooh, a Blood Shrine. Blood Shrine actually good here. And then maybe, maybe a couple dual weapon Marauders. Got a lot of infantry with dual weapons here, though. Just go for really solid stuff instead. You know what? Let's just full send it. Armor and leadership is really important against the vampire counts, or you just run into so many problems. Do we need 2 minutes? Yeah, 2 minutes wars is going to be really nice. Could go for more bodies, could go for some artillery or characters, but we're going to see what we can do here using what we got. I mean, the Chosen should be a nightmare for the counts. Why is it showing that there's all these trees here? I thought it was a whole bunch of little, like, vineyards and stuff. Okay, it is. But it does count as forests. Okay, that's kind of wacky. Did say I don't really want to be spending a whole bunch of time in trees, but honestly, it might not be a bad thing here.
For the dark
Well, the Chosen are just going to go sit in this little area for the time being, and we'll see what my opponent's arrangement of forces is on the outside. He's got a very small army. So I'm curious what it's all going to be. Could be like a bunch of Black Knights and Blood Knights or something. Should be a little annoying. Chaos Warriors, though, should hold up well against that. Maybe I needed to bring some Corn Gores. Never really found them to be all that good, though, against Counts. Okay, so it's a Blood Dragon Lord who's going to be trying to bully a Skull Taker. I want a bazillion Great Weapon Graveguard. Kind of cool. What do we want first here? Another Blood Shrine could be funny. I don't think it stacks a whole bunch, though, so we're gonna avoid that. I'm gonna get these guys off and start harassing the Cryptars here.
Victory point. Keep it from the foe.
This guy did not bring any zombie summons, so we don't even need to worry about that. Just need to keep this guy away for the time being. He wants to drop a breath attack. So we're going to get our other horsemen out here. We're going to get them feasting a little bit. We'll get Skull Taker up over here, and we're just going to rotate.
Forward! Marauders on the move! Marauders are gone!
Scab Strafe, a little bit of a waste. I mean, it does a little bit of damage there, but really nothing serious at all. We're gonna hit the flanks for a minute. We're gonna get away from these dire wolves. We're gonna have Skull Taker just go running right through these guys. So he's actually gonna be able to chunk through them pretty nicely. Keep her boy away. Bunch up here. Get a Minotaur out. Because the Minotaur is gonna hopefully force a melee engagement against some less than optimal units over there. Make sure these guys are all spread out. Let's get away.
We have a victory point. Keep it from the foe.
It's breath attack. Doesn't really make great contact with this. My opponent's doing a good job of engaging me, that's for sure. It's really not going badly for him right now, but it's going to get a little scary for his whites here. Because they're going to get just messed up if he's trying to be super aggressive with those guys. Let's get engaged here. Let's go run these guys down and get these guys over just to sit on that fight. And Skull Taker's beating the crap out of Big Boy there. He is getting absolutely canned. He is so dead. We're gonna send a horseman off to the backside of that fight. I think we actually just killed his lord. Because dude's leadership is broken. We're gonna rally back here. Let's get the Minotaurs out. Let's get these guys out. Actually, we'll just keep them there. There's no point in running away. It's a bunch of Fellbats, dude. I mean, Fellbats are just garbage tier units anyways. We just need to hold the line here and do as much damage to all of these units as possible. And now we can get the Corpse Cart. Corpse Cart's going to be real vulnerable there, and we did kill the Vampire Lord. He's super dead.
I knew it.
Wow, okay, well.
Glory is yours.
That's a rough one. You hate to see it for the counts. Skull Taker with 1922 value in about 5 seconds, dude. Oh my god. Him sitting on that lawnmower is so funny. Minotaurs did pretty good damage. White Kings got trashed. Crypt Horrors are going to go down. Once we got rid of all the Direwolves and Fellbats, and all the Marauder Horsemen were free, that alone was GG. The fact that his Lord also died was obviously game, set, match. It's just so hard to fight Skull Takers sometimes. Like, you just get them on top of some decent quality infantry, and they get all the leadership buffs from him, melee attack and whatnot. Plus, we got a really good charge off with the Minos getting us around there, so Blood Dragon Lord had a really hard time escaping. And with the Bloody Onslaught, the high melee attack he already has, plus Slayer's Sword, buffing his weapon strength and melee attack even higher. Just crazy. That's awesome to hear, dude. How's the Beastmen and Khorne going, Melkor? You've been having success with them? Because I played like Ogre Kingdoms on release, and then I moved on to Khorne after Immortal Empires came out. I was really vibing with Khorne. Once it wasn't fighting all of the factions that it struggles against, which, funnily enough, Khorne struggles against pretty much all of the Warhammer 3 factions, especially Slaanesh and oftentimes Ogre Kingdoms. When Immortal Empire is released, they actually had good matchups, finally. So, had a good time with that. And Omens of Destruction and Karanak evened out like Nurgle and Tzeentch, so those went from bad matchups to being really good because of the new units. On release, though, it was really ugly. Khorne was really bad when they came out. The Mark was pretty terrible. Did not have the stuff like Wrathmongers and ROR Hellforged Bellowers and Skull Taker, obviously, and the Lord variety. It was basically just Valkia and Double Cultist all the time, but now you've got some genuine flex here. Oh, and Skull Crushers were awful on release, too. So many things that were janky about them, but CA's done a great job of getting Khorne to be, like, the perfect, like, middle-of-the-road faction, which has been so nice to see. They're in, like, the perfect, like, power level for what I like to run. People have figured out how to deal with Beastmen. Beastmen are not the most popular faction, so I do think that there's definitely some like gaming out of the matchups that people are still focusing in on to try and take advantage of their light armor. I think that's true to a certain extent, but just because of how fast Beastmen are and how many crazy like early game setups you can pull off with them, I do think that they're just really difficult to manage, even at the best of times when you have really like figured out what you can use against them. What do you do from the Empire side of things? Just tons of Empire Knights, and or actually, I guess Empire Knights would be kind of bad against Beastmen. Because the Razor Gore herds. I guess you beat Beastmen by going with lots of, bodies, just trying to, like, swamp them out and then bringing your mobility in on the back end and just sweeping up Beastmen units that penetrate through. Is that kind of how the matchup goes now? I do agree with you that Beastmen are a little bit weaker lately. I think the DLC is going to change a lot of that because of the. I mentioned it earlier. Some of the stuff that they're getting just looks really wild. Like, especially the Air Force stuff that Beastmen will have. The Pratons and Chimeras are going to do a lot to cover up for probably the biggest weakness for this faction, which is vulnerability to, like, flying goon squads and mobility units, because it can be a real pain at times getting pushed around by dragons as the beastmen, because they can really mess with your leadership. So your units are all pretty solid across the board as the beastmen, but they don't really go above 70, right? Like, you're talking about like some really expensive units with like 60 leadership. It can be a little scary. Kind of funny that Minotaurs are one of the highest leadership units you have. And Giants. It'd be fun if you could use Giants a little bit more as Beastmen, but I never really found matchups where these guys were good outside of like maybe the Nurgle matchup where Double Giant can actually be kind of strong just to beat up on stuff. Gorbals, though, just so good. Kind of like take away the Giant's steam by being so maneuverable and still being reasonably tough and tanky. So much to like with these guys when you need like a goon squad of units to like beat stuff up. Michu is wondering how the Blood Dragon died. Alright, where are we at in Oh, I never even put our score in. Classic me. Where counts? There they are. There's 3 games left. 3 games still going. Be over fairly soon. Cowboy Bob, Adler, and I are undefeated so far. Adler actually beat Navigator, which is huge. I think Adler's playing a Beastman or something. Oh, Grenades plus Demi ROR and Boris. Oh. That's nasty. Yeah, the double grenades and the Demi ROR is pretty terrifying. Counter that, you need a Buna caster, but who does that? Not really anyone. Nobody brings Buna. I will say that a double Bray Shaman Shadows caster would mess that build up. Double Bray Shaman on their chariots are really fast. Kind of hard to catch. And they can just throw Melkoths out like candy at that point. And that will definitely punch through the grenade launcher's HP. So that's something to keep an eye out for. But I do like that opener, Melkor. That's nasty damage and terror routing potential. So I can see how that really evens that matchup out. Just talking with my brother a little bit here. Texting back and forth a little bit. He's also sick, apparently. Just like, just classic. Alright, I'm gonna dip out for just a second. Just while this last round's ending out. I'll be right back. I won't be gone too long. Alright, see you then. Alright, we're back. Let's get our third round game going. Perfect. I was going a little longer than I was anticipating, but, you know, such is the way of things, I guess. We're here and we're ready. So Martinius is on Chaos Dwarves, who are a nightmare faction to face down. But we've got some good map options. Not really. Oh, okay. So Bordello Landing, Needle Mist Isle, and Glade of the Everqueen. Martinius is banning maps, so he banned Needle Mist. We're gonna play Bordello. This matchup is such a pain, dude. Chaos Dwarves are, super frustrating faction to play against as Khorne. They are definitely a little obnoxious, to be quite honest. This is not going to be easy at all. I think we do want a unit of these guys. Just go them instead of the Minotaurs, and then get a bunch of Blood Beasts. Of these guys. I don't know about Chaos Warriors. A few Marauders wouldn't be bad. A couple Khorngors. Maybe just 2 Marauders and a Chaos Warrior. Two of these guys. Get a Fury. Fleshhound, and another Chaos Warrior. It's a lot of infantry. Doesn't really have a lot of mobility. A bunch of Khorngors is actually the wrong call. Don't know how far Bloodletter's gonna get. Roots of the Hound might be okay. They're unbreakable, which is nice. Hellforge Bellers is what I'm using to, like, bully infantry anyways, so... just gonna go with that. Gotta puzzle this out, man. Chaos Dwarves are really freaking annoying. They irritate the hell out of me. They're so frustrating to show down against. They just control so much space. And they will thump the hell out of you, given the opportunity. don't... Honestly, I have no idea if this build is gonna work, but I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna throw it out there. See about it. War wagons. Just to get back to what we were talking about earlier, Melkor, the war wagons is a good reinforcement call-in to deal with the chariot casters and bulls. That is a pretty good call. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So we got halberds. We did bring the Hellforged Bellower just to see what it can do. I don't have anything to grab the number 3 early, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. I think I'm gonna send the Blood Beast over there early to go grab it.
For the Dark Gods! Chaos Warriors of Khorne!
We're gonna use the Hellforged Bellowers to get up on the hill and maneuver around the pillar as much as possible. We're just gonna see how this works. I'm not 100% on point with this build. Chaos Dower are one of those factions that's always kind of bedeviled me at times. Martinius goes with lots of
Chaos Warriors of Khorne!
just like very off-the-wall builds. Like, his build could counteract mine, just depending on what he brings. Alright, I think he's ready.
Valkia the Bloody!
I thought he was ready. He sent me a message about it, but maybe he sent that before we got in the lobby. Damn, I feel bad now. Just readied up early on him. Let's get these guys going over here for the time being and see what we can do. There's a Hashut Prophets with Flames of Asgore and Vial of Hashut. So he's gonna try and like nuke my boy here. The Hellforged Bellower. This is like a bit of a, not a cheesy build, but definitely one that's going for a very particular setup and strategy. I think I'll bring the Chaos Knight in. Should be pretty solid. Dodge that. Let's shoot the Ogokons, boys. Hellforged Bellowers should do some decent damage. Just plows into the ground. Of course it did. Nice. That's a little painful.
destruction. Come and fears us. Hordes of chaos. Onward, Northmen.
Slaughter personified.
We're just gonna use the Hellforge Bellower to just like chase these hobgoblins around, because it does fire on the move. Just want to kind of like bully a little bit here if we can. We're actually gonna maneuver up here. Let's get away from here and avoid as much damage as we can on these guys.
The foe's victory point.
The Gore Queen
Let's get our knights in. Can we lock this down? They're gonna get up in the air and kind of get away here, which is definitely frustrating.
The Wolf Father's verdict.
Let's just get the hell out of the radius of this. God, that hurts so bad.
Reap scars.
Hellforge Bellowers is kind of plowing into this, but
One of
the
your units has been destroyed.
bodies are definitely hurting pretty badly. Or the shots from the Ogla Khan's boys do hurt. Definitely not loving that.
Seeking the fight. Valkyria the bloody. It is done.
So we've got Kadai Fireborn on the way in. We've taken some damage. It's definitely not ideal. We're just gonna keep using the Hellforge Bellers to try and control space against all these bows and whatnot. It's doing a pretty good job, honestly. There's nothing I can do about that. That just
Glorious
hurts. You know, you don't love watching your halberds get hammered. Get a Corngore up, and what else do I want here? Let's get our low armor stuff away.
Yes.
Valkyria's gonna just punch this guy in the face for a second, and now she's gonna pull away.
Onward, Northmen.
Slaupnir thirsts.
Let's get another Blood Beast up.
Hunting souls.
Going.
And made a little bit of an oopsie here, but this thing should be okay.
Halt.
Where chaos commands.
Just remembered that the Chaos Swords have a ton of fire resistance, so I just like wasted a whole bunch of supplies bringing these in, really. I just don't know what the hell the Bellower is gonna really do here. Trying to do my best to control space against my opponent's stuff. It's going okay. Definitely not as clean as I want it to be. Let's get out of this. That's a cheeky little Flames of Asgore. We're avoiding a bunch of this damage, though. Got a really nice shot off there.
For the Sword Maiden.
To the fight.
That's smart. You got the sneaky gets coming off from the side to try and get after my Corngores here.
Followers of chaos.
That did a little bit of damage to me.
Battle hungry.
Rage guides me. Give me blood.
Let's hit these guys here.
Our blood falls. We bring ruin. northern barbarian!
Not so sure. This is quite going the way that I want it to. Let's pop this and get those guys fighting.
Chaos warriors of Korn! We go in fury! Yes!
Let's try and kill this entire front line if we can. The knights are not doing a bunch of damage, but they are occupying a bunch of space right now, which is really nice. Just need to kill this Kadai unit out in the flank.
Lusting for slaughter! Murder for Korn! Korn's greatest
Let's get a throwing axe forward. Hellforge Bellowers is gonna die.
Marauders of
Do
Korn!
amazing.
Marauders attack! Warriors of Korn! Horns of war!
Pretty nice little Flames of Asgore going off here. Let's charge these guys. Let's get him back here. Valkia needs to pop Demon Shield for the time being. Blood Beasts are actually holding their own here pretty nicely.
Valkia the Bloody! For the kill!
I think we're gonna kill the Hashed Stark Ravagers, though. We're getting a little gassed here. Really not great. Let's unsummon these dudes. Let's get the Brutes of the Hound forward. And Valkia is just a million miles out of position. I swore I gave everybody retreat orders, but apparently not, and now she's probably gonna get killed.
Korn shows the way!
Wolf Father's warriors! Savage duty! For Valkia!
Sneaky get out here. Let's go beat the crap out of those little guys.
For the Blood God! Blows on the shield!
Throwing axe will be nice.
Give me glory!
Getting a nice engagement there. Did not really mean to pop that there, but okay. That's just unfortunate. Not a lot I can do about that. A little thin on summons, which is definitely not ideal.
Valkia the Bloody!
Oh, and these Kadai are just beating all of my things.
Certain death!
What's the point of having a value lead when it's not actually getting you anywhere? Jeez, I ask you, I mean, seriously.
Brothers in bloodletting! Or the Sword Maiden!
We'll see if this holds up.
Save my
We
bloodlust!
will see.
Chaos Marauders! Yes!
Let's get these Furies out of here before they just melt. I already got shredded, dude. Oh my god. Hashed Stark Ravagers are attacking me. Let's get over here.
Warriors! Yes!
Let's just see what these, oh, god damn it, man. Another Flames of Asgore. I can't avoid that one.
We must flee!
I hate that spell with a passion, dude. So frustrating.
Marauders of Korn!
I think we've lost here. That Flames of Asgore, I think, pummeled my infantry too badly. I don't think they're gonna be able to hang in here and do anything now. They're just getting clowned on.
Ex-Fathers Marauders! Wolf Fathers Warriors! Chaos Marauders!
Maybe in another life.
Fight!
Maybe in another life. He's doing alright.
Tidings.
Good for you,
The
girl.
enemy has captured one of your victory points. Take it back.
What do you even do in this matchup, bro? Like, none of your units are even good against the Chaos Dwarves. They've got way too much to, like, stuff you up, and they just drop these ungodly expensive spells that just shred all of your stuff.
Glorious brutality.
Kadai are basically unstoppable. Ouch, man. Big freaking ouch.
The Gore Queen!
Yeah, we've lost. It's close, but I'm just gonna run out of steam here. That was so wild. RIP, man. Infantry were terrible. They didn't do anything. Knights weren't very good. Horsemen didn't get much done. Blood Beasts were okay. Furies were bad. God, I need to completely revamp this build. None of that was useful. It's the flaming attacks. I always forget that Chaos Dwarves have all the fire resistance in the world, just like at base, you know? It just gets higher the more elite their stuff is. %35 is so nasty. I guess you go R-Ball. I think I'm gonna go R-Ball next time. He's not debilitated by having flaming attacks. Super resilient to spell damage. Missile resist is fine. He can scrap at the big lord. Maybe Skull Crushers are the way. The Blood Beasts are just too vulnerable to... Blood Beasts are just too vulnerable to the skirmish elements. The Hellforge Bellowers did okay at controlling that, but they just didn't pull it all the way, right? Maybe just more halberds. Just a million Chaos Warrior halberds is the way to go. Like, that match didn't feel impossible. It just feels like such an uphill climb, because so many of your units have flaming attacks, which just nerfs you so hard against the Chaos Dwarves. Like, you can bring regular Wrathmongers, and that's great. Maybe these guys are the way to go as well. R-Ball, a Wrathmonger, 3 Chaos Warrior Halberds, 3 Corngors, triple Minotaur. Throwing axes just don't get it done. Bloodletters would be good if the Kadai Fireborn didn't just can them so freaking quickly. I mean, it's not even fair. Maybe Scylla is good. Scylla against, Scylla against Chaos Dwarves is actually probably pretty strong, now I'm thinking about it. He's pretty resilient, he hits hard. It's just a shame, there's no way to shut down the The Bale Taurus in the sky, dude. So this guy's got fire resistance out the wazoo. 35% is so gross. Figure it out. We got Navigator, so we've got some pretty tough games to round this tournament out. And to join. We're just gonna keep going until we're out. Which could be this next game, but, you know. If that's how it shakes out, then that's just how it is. Am I top of bracket? Yup. Arena, Scalandir's Cave, and a Ragnarok Lair are the 3 map choices. I'm banning Scalandir's. I don't want to mess around with that, those shenanigans right now. And we are going to be doing a Corn Mirror match, which I'm pretty practiced in and fairly confident that I've got a winning strategy for it. Just see about it. And I'll be gaming out the Chaos Dowie matchup some more, trying to figure out what to do in that. I don't see a Slaughter Brood being good. There's no way this thing could work against them. Can it? But like a Blood Speaker, maybe? Murderous Exhortations isn't bad. Well, maybe a wide Blood Speaker build against Chaos Dowie can work. I can see that having some teeth. Pilgrimage of Skulls makes stuff unbreakable. Which is really good. Also lowers vigor on your units. Play around with that guy again at some point. Alright, so we're doing Altar of the Champion, it looks like. That's not the map, is it? I need to know what map we're on first. Map does change the mirror match. Navi just still hasn't even hit me up on that. Okay, so we're going to be on a Ragnarok Lair. It's a pretty good map for maneuverability. So I think the course of action that I'm undertaking now is definitely going to be the way to take this game. $1,000 though. I want Brutes of the Hound again. They just get shredded by everything. The light armor on these guys is just so brutal. You know, the Berserkers are like a good unit, but mostly if you're able to get out a whole bunch of stuff to back those guys up. Like a whole bunch of Berserkers can work. Just one random Berserker, even if it is a good ROR that's unbreakable, can definitely just like fall apart on you if they get isolated. Kind of like what happened that last game, but I just don't think that they were ever going to work against Chaos Dwarves. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got all the new stuff, so it makes sense they want to play that, Mino. But I hear ya. I'm just getting games in so that I can shake off some of the rust, because, you know, we got 2 really good wins earlier. Definitely a little rusty, though, so just need some games under my belt to really get back into the swing of things. I'm just gonna ready up. Navi can just join whenever he's fully prepared. This matchup is all about the Scarbrand play, dude. I'm telling you. I've yet to play this mirror, and one side wins without Scarbrand, because he just shuts everything down. He beats the crap out of all of the other Khorne Lords, and he facilitates good trades so nicely with the Rampage, and the throwing axes benefit immensely from his presence because he's such a huge threat. Gives them a lot of room to maneuver around and poke and prod and threaten. That's kind of what we're trying to take advantage of here. He has an itty-bitty army. Only 7 units is crazy.
Marauders of Khorne!
I mean, I guess we'll see what he brought. I'm a little nervous. We do have breath attacks on Scarlet. People forget that his breath attacks exist, and they actually do some pretty good damage. Just like most of them do. If you get them down the side of units, you can really punish that. If my opponent went like 1,000,000 Skull Crushers, that could be a bit of a problem. But I do have throwing axes, so there's no need to panic. Throwing axes in this matchup dominate so many of the powerful like unit options your opponent can throw out. I like to go pretty cheap on the back end because you've actually got specialist tools in the Khorne roster that can really shine here. Blood Shrine can really hammer against elite infantry, Skull Crushers. just wreck everything that's large outside of like a Minotaur unit, which they trade a little poorly into. But multiple Blood Beasts, especially with some infantry support, can really hammer Minotaurs. And Scarbrand can get in there and also chunk down Mino units. Plus you got the throwing axes, you can kind of bully them around too. Just want to make sure that we're actually swapped over to the game. Brought the Bloodwake Berserkers, which is cool. I mean, my opponent's got a small edge on me with a Surfeit of Horsemen. He's got 4 here, I've only got 3, so he can definitely hit me a little bit here. I'm not too scared of this, though. Just grab this point. Bloodwake Berserkers are moving forward. I have 1 Marauder sitting here. We're going to move these guys over. I think this is actually Blood Shrine territory. Because the Bloodwake Berserkers are here, the Bloodwake Berserkers can be kind of a nuisance unit. They can definitely rip you up a little bit. Just hover around here for a bit. We can maneuver off this if we want. We've got Karanak coming out, which is actually kind of cool. So this is a build that's trying to snipe my Scarbrand, and he actually got a really good engagement here. That's not good. Hammer my opponent a bit. My Scarbrand might die because of his Karanak summon. Karanak is really no joke. He can really tear your ass up. You can see my Scarbrand getting absolutely hammered right now, which is not great. So we're gonna get out of here. We do actually have a bit of a surround on those guys, which is really awesome. Let's chase these guys down before they can get the flank charge off of me. I'm gonna get another Marauder Horseman in here. They're just gonna move up and start to hammer my opponent a little bit. Yeah, my Scarbrand real beat up right now. We've got a huge blob fight going off. We're peppering his guy though now. Just need to get my Scarbrand the hell away from here. And mirror his. Move over. Just keep this engagement going as long as possible. And we've got my infantry actually stopping up a bunch of his units right now. Which really isn't going too bad. Just a little bit of damage there. Just keep fighting here. That fight's not going too good. Bloodwake Berserkers have kind of put the beat down on me. There's a bunch of Furies here now. I'm gonna lose. Navi's got the moves here. Yeah, these Furies are just cutting me off wherever I want to go, dude. Yeah, my Scarbrand's gonna kill Karanak, but that's gonna be a huge loss for me, obviously, and he's just gonna outpace me now. Damn, dude.
The enemy has been bested.
The Bloodwake Berserkers just chewed through half my army. They got 2,000 value. Oh my god. That's so nasty. My opponent got a really good engagement, and I really fumbled that one by just playing into his game. That's so disappointing. Yeah. Yeah. Ouch. I really thought he was going to bring more infantry. He brought 2 infantry units. I had all these bloodletters for nothing. That hurts me. Usually people practice... Yeah, people usually do, but Navi is a really good player, so he knew his win conditions better than I did here. And he just had a more well-tuned army. I mean, he just, like, brought all of the same, like, units, right? Like, this was literally his reinforcements. It was just, like, 4 Blood Beasts, Hellforged Bellers, and then the Furies. Mine was a much more, like, spread out arrangement of forces. I really should have brought the Bloodwake Berserkers, I guess. Those guys are so nasty. They were just brutalizing me. I could have gone Knights of the Brazen Throne to try and work around those guys, because Knights of the Brazen Throne have pretty good shock damage against the Bloodwake Berserkers. That could have worked out, but it's kind of hard to say. I was prepared for the Scarbrand, but the Karanak was a little much, and my Scarbrand just never got to use his abilities. Like, you can see how fast and furious the mirror is. Let me see if the Bloodwake Berserkers get beat up by the Knights here. We had 4 really good games today. We lost a really close one versus the Chaos Dwarves. The Corn Mirror match, we ended up losing. That was probably the most decisive loss I've had today. That's the one that stings the most, I think.
Sinking skulls! Kindle the fires of rage! Unleash your hate! Kill them all!
These guys are... yeah, no, they're not debuffed by anything. Okay. I just want to see what the shock damage looks like. Yeah, these guys thump. Okay. It's not nearly as good of a value trade, though, as you would like. Maybe this is not the way to go about beating the Bloodwake Berserkers. These guys are just such a troll unit.
Hordes of chaos! Murder for cause!
They hit so hard. This charge is even less impactful. Damn, dude, these... Okay, well... Knights of the Brazen Throne versus Bloodwake Berserkers. Very bad matchup, apparently. Bloodwake Berserkers just don't take damage from them. I guess the weapon strength is a little low. Like, Knights of the Brazen Throne are really good against, like, actual infantry targets. Like, baseline infantry, I mean. With, like, 80 or 100 models or more, you know? With just 32 guys in this unit, the 64 weapon strength on the Knights is a little too low to really chunk through their HP, I guess. So, that does track. I don't know. Gotta figure out some way to get rid of them. Any advice on how to get better at this game? If you want to get better at this game, you just gotta play and you just gotta get your ass handed to you a little bit. But Go watch Turn and Anticity, of course, play, but also go look at my all of my new player tournament streams, because I go through dozens and dozens of replays every Saturday from newer folks, and if you just watch there, you'll get advice on pretty much every faction. Like, over all of the new player tournament streams I've done, and I've got like 50 of those now, so I've been doing this for almost a year, you'll get advice on whatever faction you're playing. You'll get some really good like micro tips and build ideas and things to keep in mind for each faction, and then also into individual matchups for each faction, like Khorne versus Vampire Coast, for example. Beastmen versus Empire, and things of that nature. So that's where you should head to. I promise you it'll help out. We've had a lot of people from the new player tournament scene who have gone on to win a bunch of leaderboard events and do so in pretty dominant fashion at times. I don't know if I'm sticking around for the rest of the tournament. Like I said, I'm not feeling the best today. I don't know if we're going to stick it out. Although Broccoli is undefeated on Nurgle today. That's crazy. Should have a bye round in the first round. But still, I mean, beat Abdel, Cowboy Bob, and Renataki, who are all really good players. Oh, me and Renataki have to play a game today. Renataki's also 2-2. So let's actually do that. Let me actually get Rena. This might just be the round out for today, is this match against Renataki. And I'll ask for the replays from Broccoli. For semifinals. If those finish up soon, then maybe we can do those, but otherwise I'll just have them, and if they're good games, then I'll just I'll cast them and do standalone videos on them. So we'll see about it. See if Renataki is still around. I haven't responded yet. Okay, Renataki is gonna play us. Broccoli might be able to win with Nurgle. I mean, she's been beating everybody today, so it's definitely an accomplishment. Seeing as Nurgle is not really known for being a particularly strong faction. When she was starting out, she was always playing Nurgle in the new player tournaments, so she's kind of going back to basics in a way. And I need to go find the faction picker for this monthly tournament. I don't remember which one it is. There's 2 monthly tournaments I'm in. I'm always constantly forgetting which one I've got my opponent in. Okay. So, Renataki and I are both 2 and 6. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into the top 4 in this tournament. Although Siba hasn't played Empire for Hire yet. It's possible I could. We'll see about it. Oh, he's already set up a pick and ban. I'm going to bring you over so you can watch, guys. I don't even know who Renataki plays, honestly. It's been Demons and Slanesh. Just no factions I don't want any part of. So we got Warriors of Chaos. I think I'm gonna go with some Kislev action. I never play Dark Elves. Let's throw them in here. Just for shits and gigs. Okay, that's an interesting collection of factions, so... Khorne, Kislev, Dark Elves on my side. Warriors of Chaos, Tzeentch, and Lizardmen for my opponent. He banned Beastmen and Wood Elves. I barely play Wood Elves anymore. Very unpracticed on them. But I have done well with them in the past. I don't know if that's a reason why he's banned them, or they're just a trouble faction. That's a pretty reasonable thing to not want to mess around with, is factions that you just struggle into generally. Which is why I banned Slanesh, and then Demons. So those are both pretty tough for all the factions that I chose as well. We're on, no, we're on round 4. So we're on Chateau. Okay. Oh, it's a 5-round tournament, too. So there's going to be a whole nother one after this. Jeez Louise. I'm going to bring y'all over so you can see the picks and bans. So, Lizard's Khorne banned. Not surprising at all. That matchup is absolutely dog water for Lizardmen. They just get absolutely clowned on. I need to take a little peek at something. Kislev's got that well in hand. What are the bad matchups for Kislev? Warriors of Chaos can't be that awful. I've had success there. We'll ban out Lizardmen. And Dark Elves versus Lizardmen, maybe. Although, no, not Lizardmen. Dark Elves have a pretty good matchup against Lizardmen. Warriors of Chaos ain't bad. What about Khorne? Khorne versus Warriors of Chaos can be really annoying. I don't really hate any of the remaining matchups. It's the problem with not being well practiced is when it comes time for the picks and bans, it's kind of hard to know what the matchups you want to ban out are. We'll just ban out Kislev Lizardmen and Dark Elves Warriors of Chaos. Right now, those are pretty mediocre matchups for both those factions. Warriors of Chaos just have a lot of decent, like, skirmish potential, so they can definitely run you around. Also got a lot of really heavy lifting infantry. So Renataki just banned out all of the Kislev matchups. Do we ban out the remainder of the Warriors of Chaos? Warriors vs. Khorne is really even. So I think, yeah, we're going to dodge that. We're going to force him to play Tzeentch. Because Dark Elves should dominate Tzeentch in the skirmish game. Yeah, it's really, really bad win rate. So he's got to pick between Tzeentch Dark Elves and Tzeentch Khorne. He's probably going to take the Tzeentch Khorne matchup. That's just a lot more doable than anything else. Khorne's definitely got a little bit of a limited avenue to victory in this matchup at times, but as long as you play your cards right, you can definitely bully around Tzeentch, because they can really struggle against your elite units. Get Halberd in here. Okay. Forsaken against Tzeentch. Pretty good option. They do hit hard. A Mino wouldn't be bad. Although we could go for this. Blood Beasts just do a lot of heavy lifting damage. Skull Crushers can kill... Actually, no. Soul Grinder would be so funny. It'd be so bad, though. Blood Beast and another Fury, I guess. We're just gonna max out the Blood Beasts here. Just have them running around causing mayhem and panic. Let me just make sure that we are on the right map. Okay, we are. I'm ready. Let's see if we're able to get our 50-50 breakpoint win here. I forgot to show off the build, but that's fine. We want to keep it a little secret here. I've already given away most of the game anyways with what I'm bringing. So we're on Chateau. It's got terrain. It's pretty hilly, which doesn't lend itself to success for one of the units I brought if it were any other faction. But you bring this one particular unit because you're trying to counter some particular units that Tzeentch really loves to bring. And it can have success here. There is a terrain feature that allows it to do some pretty amazing work and damage. I'm just going to have to juggle my positioning really cleanly here. And there's always a chance that Renataki has some wicked, nasty stuff to throw out there and beat up on me with. All right.
Valkia the Bloody!
Only 6 units? It's crazy. Okay, Renataki is going for something off the wall here. Might be going for like a super magic boosted type of build here. Which could be a little bit tricky.
The Bloodstorm. Marauders of Khorne! Takers of skulls! We bring the Bloodstorm! Takers of skulls!
These guys advance on the outside. We're gonna open up pressing all 3 objectives because the army for my opponent is so tiny.
Slaupnir thirsts.
Should mean I have some advantages. going for all three just to put pressure on the caps. I got 3 Forsaken, 3 Blood Beasts, 3 Furies, 2 Marauder Horsemen. Nice little spread on units. Blood Beasts are usually good enough to beat down anything that Tzeentch throws out that's big. Tzeentch units are a little bit weak on the combat side of things and are pretty vulnerable to high DPS units. Blood Beasts are high enough damage that I'm not too fussed about it. This could just be like a huge Tzeentch Air Force, in which case I need the Furies out like ASAP. Hellforged Bellowers can do a little bit of work controlling the skies, because it does poke really well against Changebringers and whatnot.
Brothers in bloodletting. Exodus marauders.
I'm gonna keep these guys in the middle of the field here.
Valkia the Bloody!
Alright, Reyna is ready, so we're gonna get it going. We've got Synagores of Tzeentch over here. A lot of Synagores of Tzeentch, actually. Oh, okay. Chaos Sorcerer Lord, Searing Doom, Plague of Rust, Knights of Immolation. So going for full mobility out the gates here. Which ain't bad. It's definitely a worthy strategy. Oh, Aeson. Okay, so we got the Aeson build.
It is done!
That's okay. It's really not that bad for me.
Swiftly!
Around over here. Let's just move up, move up. Move forward.
Valkia the Bloody! Certain death! Incidental!
Oh, these guys are coming for the Furies here. Okay, that's fine.
Fathers marauders.
Let's land the Furies. Let's get in here. Start fighting all this stuff.
Corn shows the way! With haste!
Spread out a little bit. Avoid some of this damage. Get back in there. Fight.
Search for
Oh, and I forgot about my throwing axes up here. Oh man, that's bad. It's not good.
marauders of coal.
Move her over. These guys are they're screwed anyways. They ain't doing nothing. Oh, they killed the Hellforged Bellowers, which is really bad.
On the sword maiden.
Fury of Corn!
One of your units has been destroyed.
This is actually a pretty cool Tzeentch build. He's doing a pretty good job of hammering me right now, too.
Spill blood. Lay waste.
Nice Searing Torrent there to punish. We did catch a Synagore on the other side here, though. That's a huge win for me.
Valkia the Bloody!
That's a Searing Doom that I want to try and avoid.
Execute!
I need more support out on this flank. I have not supported that fight very well up to this point.
On tireless foot.
You can see my opponent is hammering pretty good against a lot of these targets. Really nice Plague of Rust, too. That's going to be some good damage onto the Bloodwake Berserkers here, I think.
Blood.
Wow, dude, look at the melting! Oh my god. I had no idea that it worked like that. That's crazy.
Carnep's blessing!
Let's drop our Sloutner here,
For chaos.
just to hit these guys. Another really good Searing Doom. The Searing Dooms are punishing me pretty good, honestly. They've definitely hampered my effectiveness. I am holding all the points, though, which is awesome. Kind of grinding down a big boy there. We've got some Furies left. We're gonna get another Blood Beast out. Do need a little bit of maneuverability here.
It is my will.
I think the Knights of Immolation are gonna die here too, which is gonna be a massive win for me. We just need the Chaos Warrior lances to hold here a little bit longer.
Seeking the fight.
Chaos Warriors of Core!
No.
Let's get Valkia up in the air.
Rage guides
Come on,
me.
girl. You can escape. I know you can.
Valkia the Bloody.
Glorious bloodshed!
Move these guys off of this far side objective.
Marauders of Corn!
Valkia the Bloody.
Losing the Hellforge Bellowers has been the thing that's hurt me the most here.
Corn shows the way.
For Valkia! Domination or death! Marauders attack!
Valkia the Bloody.
Axfather's Marauders! Marauders on the move!
That's a tier 3 army ability, so we just need to get the hell away from here if we can.
Rices are sufficient!
Ooh, this is getting real tight, dude. Renataki's doing great here. This has been a very, very close game so far.
Aim it for Corn!
Run back away over here, get away here.
Glorious devastation! To safety!
So it's Forsaken coming up.
Marauders of Corn! We bring ruin!
Landing on the rear here, are we gonna get the kill? Blood Beasts are getting clowned on by those Cynagors, dude. Oh my god. It's been so gross so far. That damage is just disgusting.
Brothers in bloodletting!
I really messed up with the Hellforge Bellowers. Losing that has been the most devastating loss of this game, I think.
Marauders of Corn!
I just really couldn't afford to lose them like that. And now I'm definitely on the back foot a little bit here.
Sword Maiden!
Valkia the Bloody.
We want their eyes!
It's also been a little hard to get rid of this guy. He's dropped quite a few very impactful spells for my opponent.
Kill!
I think here, though, this might be the beginning of some kind of hold comeback attempt. Chaos Warrior Halberds are still running. Really need another Forsaken.
Great skulls.
Got Big Boy coming in here, trying to bully my stuff.
Valkia the Bloody. Witness my
We're gonna drop our Sleipnir here. We're gonna kill Acold. He's actually kind of exposed and vulnerable here. Marauders getting pounded, but they're still going. And then they rout. Of course they do. Very, brave foes. Very brave fellows.
Father's warriors!
To the slaughter.
We smell slaughter!
We're doing a really good job of hammering down Aeson now. Fumbling the throwing axes early has made this game a lot more difficult than it needed to be.
Battle! Follow the blood!
Making ground.
Marauders of Corn!
Alright, can we kill him?
On the blood guard! Seeking torment!
I think we might actually break the momentum of these Cynagors here.
Spreading ruin!
Gonna pop the buffs here for the time being. Let's make sure that we run A-Cold off the field. Yeah, Synagors were hammering nicely. My opponent is holding this point. Captured this high ground objective too. We do actually have a few units over there fighting, which might be enough to hold that. Another nice volley. Get on the
One of your
flank.
units has been destroyed.
Get another Forsaken out.
For the kill.
Just need to maneuver and hammer here.
Master, behold.
We're gonna chase that Synagor unit down.
Blood for the blood god!
Because Valkia is actually pretty good at clearing stuff like that. And we did win this fight here. So let's just get these guys bunched up on the point and try and hold it.
Raid torment! Axfather's marauders!
That is a huge route. Oh, that's so big.
Rivers of blood!
I think those guys will rally before my horsemen can get over there, but we're just gonna throw the horsemen in to try and beat those guys up as best we can. Lost there. Don't really have anything to summon in. Go Marauder.
Fresh meat! We bring ruin!
That hurt. Forsaken hit so hard. Oh, we actually got them out over there. Okay. It's nice.
Marauders of coal!
Forsaken from the other side here. Need the Furies to be moving in.
Axfather's marauders! For Valkia! Marauders will!
Grab this point back. Opponent hasn't been able to attack the other side here.
Slaughter personified.
See, my opponent's trying to hang on to the double cap right now.
Certain death.
Marauders of coal! For the sword maiden!
Those Searing Dooms have been so painful, man. So painful. That's a really nice little attack there. Let's summon all these beat up guys. Let's get a Blood Beast out. Yeah, you can see the Synagors are just like melting in here now. It's a cool build from Renataki, but I think I've finally managed to re-secure a lead here. Like a firm lead that's not going away anytime soon. It's really nice. A little bit more damage. We've got our horsemen chasing all that stuff off now. That Forsaken are going to be able to hold. Oh my god.
Glory is yours.
That was a great game by Renataki. That's the closest game so far today. We fumbled early. He definitely managed to punish us on several really critical fronts, but all of his infantry coming in really didn't value trade well. Eventually we were able to grind it all down. And my Forsaken were pretty critical to that. And the Marauder Horsemen, after the early fumbles, were so freaking clutch. I mean, 2214 is no joke amazing. We got there. Stumbling all the way, but we got there. It's good, Twister. How's it going with you, man? So that's just kind of how you claw your way back into a game. You can make mistakes, you can fumble a little bit, but there's always a way back in, generally speaking. Bloodweight Berserkers got nuked by the Plague of Rust. And then the follow-up charge with the Chaos Knights, that was super clean. Oh, it was so fun to watch. Alright. That's going to be it for today, guys. We got a really nice game to round it out there. I need to go rest, because I'm just... Being sick is really catching up with me right now. But thank you all for showing up. Just a nice quick stream. Not the craziest thing in the world. I'll be coming back with a stream on Saturday, as per usual, and we're going to work on getting more streams in more regularly, since we got the DLC coming out soon, and I'd really like to be prepped for when it's out. But we had all of our games are against good opponents, so feeling really confident after today, honestly. Going 3-2 in all the games I've played. It's a good start for coming back and not being very well practiced. Awesome. Alright. Till then, guys, take care. Peace out. Stay safe. Things are crazy. Don't let it get to you, but only in a positive way. Look for opportunities to take care of the people around you.